Boxing Ego here. If you like this video, make sure you hit the like button and also subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon on the top of your screen to get notified when the latest new content drops. 1.
Correct.
£50 million is what he's telling us.
That is not what the interview says. And we were offered $12.5 million, 8.8 million pounds to fight. We've offered him 4 times that. If he's saying he's not going to take $50 million, then he didn't really want to fight him next because he's getting 50% anyway. So it was $50 million against 50%.
And it's $50 million, take it or leave it, and an answer within 24 hours?
Correct.
And that's it? There's no more developments?
Nope. He said it. He said, get me $50 million against 50%. He said, and I'll take it the next day, I swear.
So, obviously there's been confusion in the pounds dollars.
Not on my side. I made an offer. He can either accept it or not. He said 50 million. That's more than double he's ever made. If he wants to fight, that's it.
Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder sends a direct message to Anthony Joshua on Eddie Hearn's page. Stay tuned. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Make sure you smash the like button. Also subscribe to the channel for the latest and greatest in boxing. If you want to become part of the gang, notification gang, please hit the bell icon. Shout out to the Super Chats, channel donations, the Venmo donations, and the Patreon family. We working. Eddie Hearn posted a picture of him. He's promoting Daniel Jacobs, which is coming on today. He just posted this picture yesterday. It's him with the Barclays Center Brooklyn Boxing Club shirt. And the caption reads, our second U.S. show tomorrow night and a first at Brooklyn Boxing. It's just the beginning. Watch this space. Right? And I noticed that Deontay Wilder actually was in the comment section of this picture. And he says, look at him, Anthony Joshua. And he tagged Joshua's Instagram account, his verified account. Look at him, Joshua, smiling, while knowing he has no interest in you fighting me because there's no back-end money for him. You see, at home, it's easy for him to hide money, but when it's like this, he can't. And to think you're letting him talk you out of $50 million up front. We're offering more money than Eddie Hearn could ever offer you in the UK, facts. But we're the B-side, right? Shoulder shrug. Anthony Joshua, all you got to do is say yes, I accept the fight. Then the meeting is on. There's no need for a meeting if you don't accept, is there? Nothing to say, so stop wasting time and don't let this guy take this chance of a lifetime away from you nor your family. A real person that has your best interest in heart before theirs would never let his life-changing $50 million go by. Wake up. Now, listen, this whole situation is getting complex. Like I said, it's kind of like a drama, a soap opera or something. And I see people picking sides. I just want to see the fight. That's the bottom line with everything. And I'm hearing different people make shit up and spin stuff and what they heard and just recycle information. There is Eddie Hearn says that there was a meeting on Thursday and Shelly Finkel and Team Wilder canceled the meeting, and then they're supposed to have another meeting. They're saying that got canceled, and Wilder's saying accept the fight, and then we can meet with you. To me, really what it seems like is a lot of people. It's so funny too. A lot of people are angry with how Team Wilder is acting. You know what I mean? Certain people, I guess you could say, not a lot of people, but certain people are mad with how Team Wilder is handling it. And they're giving you the same thing, the same type of demeanor, the same type of pushy negotiation tactics that Joshua initially gave Team Wilder. I don't see how people don't see that. You know what I mean? The kind of like nose in the air. Here's our offer, take it or leave it. No, we're not meeting, accept the fight. You know what I'm saying? Because in essence, that's what Eddie Hearn and team did. But instead of offering 50 million, they offered 12.5 million flat. No back end money, no nothing. Just 48 hours to 10 days, whatever the actual time frame was. Take it or leave it. Right? And then now that allegedly these meetings are being canceled on Thursday and Friday between Team Wilder and Eddie Hearn. Now that this is going on, people are like, oh, see, Wilder, see, he really doesn't want the fight. But people who have looked at this situation and were criticizing Joshua were saying the same fucking thing. They were saying the same fucking thing to Joshua. He clearly don't want the fight, because why would you just offer someone to take it or leave it? You have 48 hours to 10 days and a bogus offer, a bogus number, talking about it's 5 to 6 times better than ever. But you don't know how much. Everybody's on record basically saying we don't know how much this fight will generate. So let us get a percentage, you know what I mean? A fair percentage instead of 12.5. So we're stuck at that number, even if it's a massive, critical, blockbuster success. You know what I'm saying? So it's just funny because it's like a Freaky Friday. The negotiating tactics, everybody that was supporting Wilder was saying the same thing. Like, oh, Anthony Joshua clearly don't want the fight because they're talking about take it or leave it. And they only offered a flat rate. You know what I mean? And now when Wilder's team is meeting them with the same energy, but with a much better offer, at least on paper, you know what I mean? And what we're hearing, then all of a sudden you see Joshua fans now saying that's bogus. That's no way to negotiate. So neither is offering someone 12.5 million flat rate for what will be the biggest heavyweight fight in recent modern history. You know what I'm saying? Like, since at least probably like Mike Tyson, Lennox Lewis. I think Klitschko and Joshua was big, but Klitschko was coming off a loss and he was 41 years old. Had he not lost to Tyson Fury, maybe that would be a different story, because that means he would have been undefeated for nearly a decade. But the fact is he had come off a loss and a long layoff. So even though it was still a big fight, this is two in prime undefeated fighters, both black, both from different regions and stuff like that. And they're both knockout artists. Neither one of them has been stopped in a pro fight. So different circumstance. You have one who's like the distinguished gentleman, and the other guy's loudmouth from Alabama, and he has charisma and charismatic and stuff like that. So I think this will be big. You know what I mean? So it's just so funny to see the fans like, oh, Wilder really doesn't want the fight. That's the same thing that people who were supporting the Wilder side were saying about Team Joshua when they were trying to negotiate. So I hope they stop having this pissing contest. And I think what's happening is they want to lock Joshua in. That's what it is. They're saying don't waste our time. We're not trying to have a bunch of meetings because and see, I have to blame Team Joshua. Here's why. They don't seem like they want the fight. I'll give you an example. Wilder said last time that he wants to fight Joshua. And he says for the last Daniel Jacobs fight in November of last year, his team met with Eddie Hearn to discuss him fighting AJ. And Eddie Hearn, or Barry Hearn, or one of the Hearns, right, brought up Dillian White, an alternate fight that he doesn't really care about. You know what I'm saying? And the reason I believe this is because Eddie Hearn on YouTube videos and several interviews on Sky Sports, on The Telegraph, all these different publications, he's publicly mentioned that. You know what I'm saying? Oh, Wilder, come to the O2 Arena in February. Oh, Dillian White just knocked out Lucas Brown. Now the broadcasters want to see Wilder versus Dillian White, right? So do you really blame Team Wilder if they don't want to have a meeting? Like, I understand that's not maybe the best way to handle business, but I think it's based on the fact that they're not trying to have Team Joshua squirming around and different things like that. They're trying to lock him in. They're trying to hold him to his words, hold his feet to the fire. He said he would take 50 million. So what's good? What's good with the 50 million? You know what I mean? Say I accept the fight under those basic guidelines and then negotiate. But he still has not said I accept the fight. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know what I mean? It's just, like I said, it's just a pissing contest. I have not, like, okay, put it this way. Here's an example. First of all, how long does it take to verify some goddamn funds? You know what I'm saying? I have yet to see anything any receipts from Team Joshua that stipulate the money is not there. Fuck the meetings. Fuck. They keep saying the money is there. The money is there. All the money's in the bag. And I have yet to see anything from Team Joshua where they call that bluff. You know what I mean? People are getting sidetracked with these meetings and stupid shit like that. Who cares about the meeting? Is the money there? Show me the money. Cuba Gooding Jr. voice. Jerry Maguire voice. Show me the money. And obviously, Eddie Hearn admitted on camera that the $50 million is a point of interest. So that being said, that's something you have to consider, is what he also said. Then wouldn't you verify to see if the funds are available? And Eddie Hearn's been on radio and interviews and stuff saying stuff like, oh, it feels like a PR stunt. Well, you should know by now. This I was in LA when this whole offer came about, and I've been back in the Bay for a day or two. You know what I'm saying? So how long does it take to verify these funds? You guys got to see the games that are being played. You know what I mean? Everyone keeps talking about meetings being canceled. The bottom line is, if the funds are there, then that sounds like a good skeleton. Why have we not seen Anthony Joshua? Here's another thing. Why have we not seen Anthony Joshua do a public video on his Instagram with 1 million plus followers or whatever he has and say, Deontay Wilder, 50 million, I'll take it. I accept your challenge. Let's work out the additional details and we have ourselves a fight in between September and December. Do one of those same type of videos that Wilder keeps doing. You know what I mean? Where you see his face and you hear the words coming out of his mouth. I ain't heard Joshua say anything. He said, let's roll in the comment section, show face, do a public, you know what I mean, a PSA, public service announcement, and say, I accept the fight publicly. We still got some details to work out, but the 50 million up front is cool. And you said 50% of the back end money, blah, 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 woom, woom, woom. We got to sort out the venue. I'll come to America. You know what I mean? That's what it sounds like they're trying to get him to lock in. And then once he does that, it sounds like this can proceed to the next step. But ultimately, I don't think Team Wilder, they don't think that Team Joshua is all that serious. So they're not trying to meet up. And that's what he's saying in the comment section. Like, why meet up? And then you bring up Dillian White or bring up Povetkin happening next. Nobody's trying to waste time. That's what it sounds like to me. Let me know what you guys think. That's Wilder's message on Eddie Hearn's video. And he, like I said, he keeps tagging Joshua. He keeps doing videos where he's showing face. Let's see Joshua doing. Where's Joshua's IFL interview addressing the whole situation? Say, hey, 50 mil, that's what I asked for. Let's get it rocking. Let's roll. Like, why did Eddie Hearn do a IFL? This is what makes me not believe that they want the fight next. Because again, why is Eddie Hearn doing an IFL interview? I haven't seen it. Has Joshua done, as of right now of me recording this video, has Joshua done an IFL on camera video saying, yo, I want to fight, I accept the 50 million, and I do want to fight you next. So let's iron out the details, but you know what I mean, save the date. You know what I mean? Because like I'm covering the fight next week, right? I had to get my hotel for the days that I'm going to be out of town, be in another city, right? You book the hotel, they lock you into this rate, right? And then from that point, this is similar to the Wilder. I'm the king of analogies. Listen, it literally just happened. Booked the hotel for the days that I'll be in LA, right? And it locked me into that price point that it told me. And it says you have 20 minutes, I think it said on hotels.com. Because I get points on Hotels Tonight and hotels.com because I travel so much. It says on hotels.com, when it says book now, I clicked it. It says you have 20 minutes. So basically, we're going to hold this hotel. We see that you're interested in this reservation for this particular hotel. And you have to fill out your credit card information or PayPal information, your PayPal login, your debit card, whatever, however you're paying for it. You have to fill out all that, your address, your email address, etc. And then obviously hit the purchase button, and then you've reserved and booked the hotel. You know what I mean? But they're only going to give you a certain amount of time before you do that, because they got to make money. If you're not really serious, you guys get what I'm saying? If you're not really serious about reserving that room and getting that hotel for those nights, they're not going to keep it. I mean, the same goes for like concert tickets. If you ever go to Ticketmaster.com, they're going to hold it for maybe 5 minutes. Gives you a little bit of time to input your credit card information, and once you do that and hit purchase, then boom, the tickets are yours. But they're not going to hold floor seats to a Usher concert for you for a day, you know what I mean, when you might not even be serious. You might be window shopping, and they could have sold those tickets to somebody else. So I think that's what's going on. Yes, if Joshua says I accept, you know what I mean, call Wilder's bluff. Say 50 million up front, I accept that. You know what I'm saying? Let's hash out the rest of the details. You know what I mean? Play their game. Especially when there's 50 million at stake. It seems like it can't be this hard. You know what I'm saying? So somebody can't be telling the truth. Let me know what you guys think. Drop your thoughts in the comment section. Make sure you smash the like button as always. Hate, comment, and subscribe. Till next video is Ego, son.